What if I told you that just one handful of garlic could stay fresh all year long? Hi, friends, it's Nancy here. You know, I used to buy garlic in bulk because it was cheaper, but no matter what I did, it always sprouted dried out or turned soft after just a few weeks. But recently, I discovered a few simple tricks that completely changed the way I store garlic at home. So stay with me because after watching this, you'll never have to throw away another clove again. Method 1. Store garlic with fruit. Let's start with one of the simplest and most surprising tricks keeping garlic fresh by storing it with fruit. First, grab a dark-colored plastic bag. This will help block sunlight and keep the temperature inside stable. Then place your garlic bulbs inside. Pick a piece of fruit like an apple, banana, or kiwi and tuck it right in the center of the garlic. Now here's the reason this works so well. Fruits naturally release ethylene gas, a harmless plant hormone that slows sprouting and helps garlic stay firm instead of drying out. When the garlic and fruit share the same small space, that gentle gas creates the perfect little environment to keep the garlic fresh. Once the fruit is in, squeeze out all the extra air from the bag. The less air, the better. Then seal it tightly. This step keeps out moisture and bacteria, which are the main reasons garlic turns soft or starts to mold. Finally, place the bag somewhere cool, dry, and away from sunlight, like a pantry shelf or a cabinet corner. That's it. With just one piece of fruit and a dark bag, your garlic can stay plump, white, and flavorful for months. Method 2. Store garlic with salt and baking soda. This next method is one of my favorites because it's simple, inexpensive, and really effective. You'll only need a few paper towels, some salt, baking soda, and a cardboard box. Start by laying out a paper towel and sprinkling on 1 or 2 tablespoons of salt and a spoonful of baking soda. Fold it neatly and tape the edges so the powder doesn't spill out. These little packets will act as natural dehumidifiers to keep your garlic dry. Next, line the bottom of your cardboard box with an old towel or another sheet of paper towel. This helps absorb any extra moisture. Then arrange a single layer of garlic bulbs. Place one of your salt and baking soda packets on top and cover it with another layer of paper towel. Continue layering garlic and packets until the box is full. Now, let's talk about why this works. Salt naturally absorbs moisture and helps prevent mold, while baking soda neutralizes odors and slows down spoilage. Together, they create a clean, dry environment that keeps garlic from sprouting or softening. Once the box is full, close it tightly and store it in a cool, dry place, maybe a pantry shelf or under the counter. When done right, this simple setup can keep your garlic fresh and firm for up to 6 months. It's such a smart little trick, and once you try it, you'll never go back to tossing garlic in a drawer again. Method 3. Pickled garlic with vinegar, lemon, and bay leaf. If you enjoy pickled foods, this next method is something you'll love it. Not only keeps your garlic fresh, but also gives it a mild, delicious flavor. Start by preparing about 2 pounds 1 kilograms of fresh garlic. Trim off the roots and remove the outer skin, but leave 1 or 2 thin layers on top to protect the cloves. Rinse them well under running water and let them drain completely. Next, take 2 clean 1-quart glass jars and divide the garlic evenly between them. Add 2 bay leaves and a few slices of lemon to each jar. The lemon adds a light aroma and helps balance the sharpness of the vinegar. Now in a bowl combine 1½ tablespoons of coarse salt, 1½ cups of apple cider vinegar, and about 1¼ cups of warm drinking water. Stir gently until the salt dissolves. Then pour this mixture into the jars until they're full. Seal them tightly with clean lids. Store the jars in a cool, dark place away from sunlight for about 15 days. If the weather is hot, move them to the refrigerator afterward. The result is tender, slightly tangy pickled garlic that keeps beautifully for months. It's perfect to serve with rice, grilled meat, or noodles, simple, healthy, and full of flavor. Method 4. Store whole garlic in mesh bags. If you prefer a simple, natural way to keep garlic fresh for months, this method is for you. Start by choosing firm, healthy bulbs with tight skins. Avoid any that are soft, bruised, or starting to sprout. Gently brush off any dirt, but don't wash them with water. Place the bulbs into mesh bags. You can reuse old onion or fruit bags. Just make sure they're completely dry. Hang the bags in a cool, dry, and shaded place, such as a pantry, garage, or near a window that doesn't get direct sunlight. Air circulation helps prevent moisture from building up, which is what usually causes garlic to mold or sprout. Check your garlic once a month. Remove any bulbs that feel soft or have green shoots. When stored this way, garlic can last up to 6 months or even longer, while keeping its rich flavor and firm texture. It's practical, beautiful, and gives your kitchen that cozy, homegrown feeling every time you walk by. Method 5. Wrap garlic in old newspaper. If you want to keep whole garlic bulbs fresh for months without any fancy containers, just use old newspaper. Start by choosing firm, dry bulbs with their outer skins still intact. Gently brush off any dirt, but don't wash them. Moisture is the enemy of freshness. Next, spread out a sheet of old newspaper and place 3 or 4 bulbs in the center. Wrap them up loosely like a little bundle and twist the ends to keep everything together. The newspaper acts as a natural insulator. It keeps the garlic away from light, absorbs excess humidity, and allows gentle airflow so the bulbs don't suffocate or mold. Once wrapped, store the bundles in a cool, dry, and dark place such as a pantry cupboard or basement. Avoid direct sunlight and warm spots near the stove or fridge. Every few weeks, unwrap one bundle and check for any soft or sprouting bulbs. Replace the paper if it feels damp. With this old-fashioned method, your garlic can stay fresh, firm, and flavorful for up to 6 months. Here's a wonderfully simple trick I learned from my grandmother. It's simple, inexpensive, and gives your kitchen that nostalgic grandma's wisdom, charm-proof, that sometimes the best solutions are the ones passed down through generations. If you enjoyed today's tip, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss the next easy and healthy idea I share. With just a little care, you can keep it fresh all year and always ready for your favorite dishes. Take a moment to enjoy the small things, stay well, and I'll see you soon with another warm, simple kitchen idea.